Welcome to Smart Economics. Here are your top business and startup news. Union Square Ventures and Learn Capital file paperwork indicating new funds. As 2020 comes to a long-awaited end, a series of filings indicate that venture capitalists are ending the year with fresh money. According to SEC paperwork, Learn Capital and USV have filed paperwork that shows the firms have raised new multi-million-dollar funds. If you've been paying attention to news this past year, it's clear that much of venture capital isn't just surviving 2020, it's flourishing through it. Zoom investing, it seems, is working just fine for cash-rich firms looking to double down on bets in categories from ed tech to climate. First up, New York-based USV submitted a pair of filings on late Thursday. The first filing shows that the firm has closed $151 million for USV Climate 2021, which one can assume is focused on climate tech investments. After burning through $2 billion, Ketra gets a $200 million SoftBank lifeline to escape bankruptcy. SoftBank Group is reportedly investing $200 million to bail out Ketra, a startup that had hoped to remake the construction industry with a vertically integrated approach. According to a report in the Wall Street Journal, Ketra's shareholders reportedly approved the new investment on Wednesday, with the new lifeline from SoftBank coming on the top of roughly $2 billion that the Japanese technology conglomerate had already committed to the venture. Funds for the bailout, which will save Ketra from bankruptcy, will be coming from SoftBank's Vision Fund 1. The journal quoted Ketra chief executive Paul Kibsgaard as telling company shareholders in a message. Amazon acquires podcast network Wondery. Amazon just announced that it's acquiring Wondery, the network behind podcasts including Dirty John and Dr. Death. Wondery will become part of Amazon Music, which added support for podcasts in September. At the same time, the announcement claims that nothing will change for listeners and that the network's podcast will continue to be available from a variety of providers. Media companies and streaming audio platforms are all making big bets on podcasting, with Spotify making a series of acquisitions including podcast network Gimlet, Sirius XM acquiring Stitcher, and the New York Times acquiring Serial Productions. Amazon is coming relatively late to this market, but it will now have the support of a popular podcast maker as it works to catch up. Latest funding values Versailles glance at $1 million. Nearly 6 months after India-China clashes led to TikTok's exit, two Indian social media platforms InMobi-owned Glance and Daily Hunt parent Verse Innovation have emerged as unicorns in the burgeoning social media space. Glance, which packs otherwise blank lock screens with news and games content, has raised $145 million in a primary investment round from Google and Peter Thiel founder Material Capital. Bitcoin hits record $28,600 as 2020 rally powers on. Bitcoin on Wednesday hit a record $28,599.99, taking gain this year past 295% amid heightened interest from bigger investors. The world's most popular cryptocurrency was last up 3.7% at $28,375. Since breaking $20,000 for the first time on December 16, it has surged by nearly half Bitcoin. Bitcoin has increasingly seen demand from larger US investors, in particular attracted by its pursued inflation hedging qualities and the potential for quick gains, as well as expectation it would become a mainstream payments method. Tencent Games removed the Huawei App Store over revenue dispute, said report. Tencent's online game offering have been removed from Huawei's App Store since the two companies failed to reach an agreement on revenue sharing. Tencent and the source said on Friday, due to the failure of Huawei's mobile game platform to renew its contract with our mobile game promotion project agreement has scheduled. Relevant products on Tencent games were suddenly removed from the shelves early this morning. Tencent said in a statement, at present active communication is being made to try to resume as soon as possible, it said. Zhongshan overtakes Mukesh Ambani to become Asia's richest person. Zhongshan is a private billionaire who's rarely quoted in the press. Now, after an improbable career spanning journalism, mushroom farming and healthcare, he's become Asia's richest person, eclipsing India's Mukesh Ambani and a group of Chinese tech titans including Jack Ma. Zhong's net worth has surged $70.9 billion this year to $77.8 billion, making him the 11th richest person on the planet. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index, it's one of the fastest accumulations of wealth in history. And all the more remarkable considering that until this year he was little known outside of China. Astrazeneca plans 2 million doses a week of COVID-19 vaccine for UK, said report. Amid growing pressure over sufficient supplies of COVID-19 vaccines in the UK, pharmaceutical companies have hit back at government claims that access to enough jabs was a limiting factor, insisting there were no issue at their end, while AstraZeneca NSE 0.20% says it expects 2 million doses on the Oxford University vaccine to be ready each week in just over a fortnight. Pfizer BioNTech said the number of doses it has now sent to the UK is in the millions. Electric vehicle maker Tesla to deliver China-made Model Y SUVs this month. Tesla Inc. said on Friday it has started selling China-made Model Y sport utility vehicles and will deliver them to customers this month. As the US electric vehicle maker expands sales in the world's biggest car market, China, which offers hefty subsidies for electric vehicles as it seeks to cut down on pollution from petrol to diesel cars, is key to Tesla's global strategy. It is expanding its Shanghai car factory, where it also builds its Model 3 sedans. In October, it started exporting Model 3 vehicles to Europe. It is also adding manufacturing capacity for EV chargers in Shanghai and expanding its sales and service network around the country. It sold over 20,000 vehicles in November. Dow rises nearly 200 points, hits record high to wrap up wild 2020. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 rose to all-time heights on Thursday as Wall Street wrapped up one of the most volatile years for the market in recent memory. The Dow closed 196.92 points higher, or 0.7%, at 30,606.48. The S&P 500 climbed 0.6% to 3,756.07, while the Nasdaq Composite advanced 0.1% to 12,888.28. The major averages hit the session highly with less than 1 hour of trading. Intel rose 2.2% to lead the Dow higher. Financials and utilities advanced more than 1% each to lift the S&P 500. Thursday's moves came after the release of better than expected reading on US weekly jobless claims. That's it into this video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel for daily business and startup news. Thanks for watching.